I have so many reflections and so much to share. I've given deep thought to this, our final 2024 DV Connector event. I've given reflection on how we got started, when we got started, what occurred to get us started. I've given reflection to my existence on this earth, in this cosmos at this time. And so before I delve into all of that, let me just thank everyone who has gathered, who will listen and see this link hereafter. I also want to remember those who are incapable and no longer with us physically to share what they have given to me and to you along our path and our journey, because we have all encountered amazing people who have lifted us up along our journey and who are responsible for where we are in our journey. And no matter when the paths cross each other, the experiences that are derived from this interaction is an uplifting, knowledgeable, active moment that we are supposed to convert into something higher and something greater. And that is what you are experiencing amongst each other in that room. It's not just a fellowship of love. It is a moment of resilience. It's a moment of existence in time that should never be repeated again. But when it happens again, it will happen again at a higher level than when it happened last time. And that is the beauty that life presents us. Once we have the gifts and the talents that we have been endowed with, we need to know how to marshal those gifts and how to constantly aggregate them and multiply them. And then we have the unmentioned gifts that we sort of tuck aside and discover that we have them when we have them, and they pop up and we say, oh, I didn't know I had that. But you always have endowed gifts. We have gifts yet to be revealed along our journey. And so we pull the gifts out of each other and we raise each other up. And that's how we transform. So we are constantly living a transformative life. And I thank each and every one of you for allowing me to constantly transform in your interactions with me along my journey, no matter whether it was 30, 40 or more years ago or yesterday. I will always dedicate my life, my talents, my work to uplifting you, because that is my purpose. That is my mission. That is how I am fulfilling my destiny. And so I do understand that we have the moment in time to just realize, for one, that we are dwelling in a creation that is vast and endless in the cosmos. Had it not been for this creation in the cosmos, which is measured in light years as it is expanding, and one light year means the distance of the speed of light in 1 year. That is 1 light year. In terms of distance of this speed of light in 1 year, Physically, that is 6 trillion miles. We are existing in something that is so vast that it boggles the mind sometimes. But I want you to start to think of the vastness in which we exist, because had it not been for the vastness of this creator's existence, you and I would not be here, because we are all part of the same existence. No matter how small or nano we might look within that vastness, we have been endowed with the power of knowledge, of wisdom, and that is and dignity and self-reliance. It had it not been for the anchor that is within us, we would not be here. And so, given the cosmos, given our existence, let's reflect now on the DV Connected Network. When a group decided that they wanted this to continue after I retired in 2015, they wanted the fellowship, they wanted the continuity of the interaction. And so, thanks to my co-founder, Kaylin Dines, who sort of stimulated me and edged me and persuaded me to not just disappear in my retirement, but to continue the transformative experience and gather every few months. And thus the inception of the DV Connector Network took place. And that is why you are there today. So everything we do and everything you do has a beginning. It has a source. The greatest source of all sources is within yourself and what you do with that on a momentary basis, and how you elevate that and raise that and then push that out into the cosmos and make sure that it is impactful and meaningful and that it has results. And so I thank each and every one of you. I am grateful to many of our presenters that we've had, and some are no longer with us. I'm grateful to the organization of the DV Connected team that labors to produce and to present this, starting with the ability technically to do so has been in the past and still is the responsibility none other than Andrew Frazier, for whom we're all grateful for using his space and his technical ability to present this. So I publicly thank you, wish you and your family, Andrew, all that is good and all that will be better, not just for tomorrow, not just for next year, but for the rest of your journey. I thank and I'm grateful to our Zoom hosts. Historically, we've had Doreen help us out. We've had Erica help us out. And today, I'm thankful that we've had my dear friend for many years, Titi, stepping in because Doreen had to be pulled away on something else. We've also had Esther as our Zoom host in the past. And when Andrew couldn't do it, one time we had Reverend Cincy, who's no longer with us, use his technical ability and his Zoom room to continue to present the DV Connected Network. So we're thankful and express this gratitude genuinely and sincerely. We also had physical hosts who stepped up into the room to join or step in for Kaylin when she was not available. And so we thank publicly David Thomas. We thank other supporters who, when we had the space at Robert Treat Hotel, staffed the door to ensure that we had the names of everyone who did not register, because we like to send thank yous. And so we like to cover everybody and show our love as you enter the room. And so we've had support from Nadia. We've had support from Esther. We've had support from Tamika. And there are a few others who I may have forgotten. But I wanted to take this moment to connect with you from where I am to where you are, to express my gratitude from the depth of my soul for what you are and what you do. And I'm not done with you yet. I have so much in store for you, each and every one of you. I have visions, I have levels, including for Precious, and including for Melody, including for Nakisha and Corey, including for Esther and Andrew. And I think I might have been forgetting one more vendor. Oh yeah, Chavis. Yeah. I am proud of each one of you. I am proud of all of you. And I know that all of you can connect and create a kaboom and send that out globally. And I know that there is so much to add because we have connectivity across the world. And we're not done yet. And can't no one here or in the future hold us down. We are not a held down people for any length of time, because our ancestors have shown us how to remain resilient despite the odds. So we need to continue to lift our heads high. We need to continue to show our power forward. And as Precious said, be present and intentional. And then make our actions transformative and raise each other up. Kaylin, I thank you for what you have done, what you are doing, and I'm grateful to you for coordinating and for working with me on the DV Connected team. I ask that each one of you, for the remainder of this day and all the days that you have left on your journey, to be proactive, to give of your talents and to give of your gifts willingly, to share amongst each other any and every moment that you can, because it is a God-given and spirit-filled moment, a precious one that would and cannot be reversed. Work it, transform it, and lift it up. And get ready for March 15th at 11 a.m. at Pillow College and on Zoom, when we have our next speaker, who was my employer directly, who hired me in 1981 and gave me the opportunity that was transformative, that was a station along my journey, that contributed to who I am. And Calvin Reed will grace us with his story and may tell a few stories about me and what he thought about me when he hired me to be an independent sales door-to-door contractor, commission only, in the city of Newark in 1981. So I look forward to hearing from him and seeing you all on March 15th. Thank you so much.